The physical and emotional impact of skin conditions such as eczema can be life-changing. Nick Wallace went to visit skincare brand Child's Farm to find out why they feel everyone should be happy in their skin and the work they're doing to meet that challenge.
Playtime for 3-year-old Jack and his younger brother Alfie. A few months ago, this wouldn't have been possible.
It started just as a patch on his forehead, and it just progressively got worse and just started spreading everywhere. It didn't matter what we did, it didn't help. In the middle of the night he'd wake up scratching, he'd wake up in the morning and he'd just be covered in blood.
Jack had severe eczema, a condition he developed as a baby. He was prescribed steroids, wet wrap treatments, medical ointments and moisturisers. But nothing worked until Jack's mum found Child's Farm.
I bought 3 products, which were the bubble bath, the hair and body wash and the moisturiser, and I used all 3 of those.
What effect did they have?
Within a couple of days you could see the reduce in redness. After a week it was gone.
It's incredible.
Yes.
Today, Jack and his family are visiting Child's Farm for an appointment with the company's consultant dermatologist.
Corey, may I have a look at his skin?
Yes.
And let's see how things are today.
When Dr. Crawley was approached by Child's Farm, her response was to ask for the data.
My first question to myself was, what's in it? You know, what is it and why is it working? I'm very evidence-based, so I wanted to go and see, number one, what the ingredients were in the product, but also I need to absolutely ensure that this has been through proper clinical trial and the clinical trials have been carried out in the correct way. And obviously once I'd seen all of that and the ingredients and, you know, in addition to the positive feedback I got, then I felt very assured as a clinician and very confident in the product.
The brand's clinical credibility comes from a decision Child's Farm took to submit all its products for independent clinical safety tests and user trials. The results were stunning.
When we realised the qualities that the products had, we decided to invest in having some research done on them and have something that was absolutely authentic and independent to show that these were the whole range of products suitable for sensitive and eczema-prone skin. It cost a huge amount of money at the time, and it's an ongoing cost, but it was the best thing we ever did.
Child's Farm has grown exponentially in recent years, mainly thanks to people sharing stories on social media about the benefits of using Child's Farm products on their skin.
It's been an extraordinary success story. 8 years ago, Child's Farm had a market share of 0. Now 1 in 5 of all baby and child toiletry products sold in the UK are made here in Britain by Child's Farm.
And the brand's appeal extends well beyond babies and children. Damien Borderick had psoriasis as a teenager. Last year, it flared up horribly.
It was worse than ever. I was completely raw red from my scalp to my waist, and it was excruciating. It was sore to move. My skin was so tight it would crack when I took my clothes off. It was actually one of my colleagues mentioned this. She was like, "Have you ever tried Child's Farm?" And I was like, "I don't have children. I'd never heard of it." And she was just like, "Well, I use it and it's great, so give it a whack." So I went around to the local pharmacy. I picked up the baby moisturiser and the hair and body wash, and I used it that night. Saw an immediate effect. All the redness started to go down.
With a range of products that are proven to work with supporting clinical data, an army of evangelical fans, and a fully established supply chain, the team at Child's Farm have already changed thousands of lives for the better.
We now feel we are in a position to do so much more. We have good stock levels, we have more contract manufacturers, we have a much bigger team. Now we feel like we're on the starting line. We're ready to really get down to do some business.